Okay, then I'm going to add him.
Welcome back, Judge. It's good to see you.
Thank you. How are you feeling? Are you all over everything now?
Not completely, but way better than I was before for sure.
I know. See, mine is lingering too. I didn't have such a hard time. I just mostly was afraid, but I still have some congestion that won't go away, and I'm still feeling
Hmm.
tired. But that just may be because I'm burning the candle at both ends. So, like you.
Oh, I'm sure it's a mixture of everything, and COVID definitely does not help.
Yeah, I mean, it's just ironic because oh well, I just never expected to be exposed because I've been careful. But well, um,
Hmm.
we
And
are.
Your
It's
Honor,
what it
there's
is.
another gentleman, I think it's David Woodard, but he just put Woodard.
Okay, well that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and bring everyone in, and admit all. Oh, Deputy Butler, I don't see him.
Oh, forgot about him.
Mr. Woodard, what is your first name?
David.
David, and you're an attorney. I recognize you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you add the word attorney at the end of your label, please? Okay, I think. All right, well, looks like everybody's in. I think everybody's connected so far. And I missed you all. I'm glad to be back. Um, so the couple of things I have to mention. The orders had been going to Judge Enders, and now they're going to be going to me. So I'm going to try to catch up on those today. And we are going to call this in the order of the appearance of the attorneys. I have a list so far of 14 people. So I'm going to start with Mr. Rene Munoz. Oh, one more announcement. And I guess it's okay for me to.
Well, I told you I had court today.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Anyway, well, I think everybody knows I'm running for reelection, but I just want to clarify something. I'm listed as being part of the Republican Party, and I've been a lifelong Democrat. So when you see that, I hope you will remember that um, which party I'm on. So it's just clarification. Okay. At this time, I'm going to call on Rene Munoz.
Yes, Your Honor, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there okay, Judge, yourself?
Yeah, you're burning the candle at both ends too, right?
Fortunately, yeah, I mean, it's got to be done, and that's crazy how they had that switch, so I definitely got to be on the lookout for stuff like that, slip through the cracks. But yes, Judge, I do have one case with y'all this morning on page number 5.
Okay.
Dimas de Leon, 671388.
1388. Okay, and is he here?
He's not present, Judge. I've been trying to get a hold of him. He's charged with a theft at under 100, and he has a current felony pending, which he hasn't been indicted on. So I wanted to reach out to the felony attorney just for one reset to see if they've had any contact. Maybe they have some updated phone numbers before a warrant would issue. I would hate for him to be in jail on this theft of under 100 while he's indictment for a felony. So I just wanted to exhaust all efforts to try to get him into court before a warrant would issue and have all these collateral consequences.
All right. So we'll just go ahead and reset that for March 28. Will that work for you?
Yes, Judge, be plenty of time, and then I will surely notify the court when I make contact.
Okay, do you have any other matters before the court?
Not today, no, Judge. Maybe excused in that case.
Yes, sir. It's good to see you, Mr. Munoz. You take care.
Good to see you, Judge. Thank you.
Mick Aguilera.
Good morning, Judge. I have Pete Almedia. He's on page 5, 664629.
Okay. And is he here?
But Judge, I got a text that he's actually in the courtroom.
Oh,
Yes, he's here.
okay, great. Would you like to do, Mr. Aguilera? Do you want to take an opportunity to confer with the state?
Yes, Your Honor, if I could. I believe I have an offer from him. I don't have it written down in the right spot.
So we're marking you conferring, and you should be getting a breakout room momentarily, okay?
Oh, there I go. Thank you.
Thank you. Erica Denuncio.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on Adriana Castaneda. She's on page 5, the middle of page 5, 668148. And we had originally filed a motion to withdraw on that case. We will no longer be withdrawing on that case. So I'd like to be placed in a breakout room with my client and then hopefully confer with the state.
Okay, so we're going to ignore your motion to withdraw. We're marking you conferring so you can talk to your client, right?
Perfect. Yes, please.
Okay. All right. You'll get a breakout room. Thank you.
Thank you.
John Sheffield.
Good morning, Your Honor. Yeah, I have Mr. Martinez, and he has a felony pending, Your Honor.
Okay. What is his first name?
George.
George. Okay. And is he here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll mark him present. So, Mr. Sheffield, you just want to reset this so that you can. Are you the attorney on the felony? Also?
I am not. Actually, Mr. Bunk is the attorney on the felony, Your Honor.
All right. Then
So
I'm
if I
just gonna-
could, I need to find out a little bit more information about the felony.
Okay. I'm going to reset that to March 28th. It'll give you a little
March
time
28th.
to
Thank you, Your Honor.
reach out.
May we be
Okay?
excused?
Yes, sir. You all have a great day. Thank you.
You too.
Mr.
Thanks, Judge.
Martinez can also log off. Thank you. Javier Ibarra. Javier
Good morning,
Ibarra?
Judge. Yes, good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Judge, I have on the first page, Adrian Bustos. He has 2 cases. Judge, I just got the plea packet this morning. He's a Spanish speaker, and we could reset it 1 week for me to go over all the paperwork with him.
Not a problem. I'll tell you what, I'm going to reset it to March 28th because we never know what's going to come up, right? But
Yeah,
if
that's
you are ready to come in at any time, just reach out to Aleda and we'll bring you in, okay?
All right, yeah, we'll get it done this coming week, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Ibarra. Is that the only thing you all have today?
That is all, and he is present, Judge. I just spoke to him a little while ago.
All right, then you all are excused, and Mr. Bustos can log off if he's on.
All
You
right.
have a great day, Mr. Ibarra. Thank you.
You too, Judge. Thank you very much.
Cynthia Mason. Good morning. I think you're still muted.
Good morning.
There we go.
Good morning. How are you, Your Honor?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. And just for the record, I always knew which side you were on.
I'm sorry?
I said, just for the record, I always knew which side you were on.
Oh, thank you.
That's kind of funny.
Well, I just was sort of shocked this morning. It's like, it's like,
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
leave me speechless, though, did it?
It'll take more than that.
So who are you here on today?
So my client's name is Patricio Montana. He's on page 3 of your docket. The case number is 658119.
Okay, and is Mr. Montana here?
He tells me he is logged on. I have not seen him on Zoom, but I think he is here based on what he tells me.
Okay, Patricio Montana, will you just raise your hand so I can see you? He may, I mean, I know it's not easy to come into Zoom sometimes. I'm going to mark him present, Ms. Mason, based on
Thank you so much, Judge.
statement. So what would you like to do on this today?
We had started conferring, but I believe that was a different prosecutor than we have available now. I'd like to confer a little bit more
Okay,
if we can.
absolutely. I've marked you conferring, and you'll be getting a breakout room any moment, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Raimundo Aleman. You're still muted, Mr. Aleman. Mr. Aleman, can you unmute yourself, please? Ah, no.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm here on case 631174, Gilbert Garcia. My client is in jail. He's awaiting transfer to TDC.
Okay.
But I got rid of all of his cases on Monday, the 7th, including this one. He was supposed to have gotten JSAT on this case. I don't know why it hasn't been entered yet. I just checked with your court clerk and he said, no, it hasn't been injured, but that's the only case that remains. But this young man had about 5 or 6
Yeah, okay.
cases and I got rid of all of them. He just pleaded on one.
Yeah,
And I got him the minimum on that and I told him to. He was the luckiest young man I'd seen in years.
you did a good job. So,
But I don't know why this one hasn't been entered into.
yeah, sometimes because we're working virtually, sometimes it's not as fast as when we're physically at the courthouse. So, if you say it's been JSATted, I'm not going to worry about it.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm looking.
Do you have anything else on our docket?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Aleman. I'm sure that it's probably going to be done today, or maybe it was done late yesterday evening, so it should be showing up any
Well,
minute.
I'll call the felony court to make sure they enter it.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
thank you. Cesar Serna.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
Judge, we're both present and we're on page 2, 644-625, Jose Luis Estrada.
Okay.
And we'd like to confirm it's possible, Judge.
Yes, sir. I'll mark you conferring. Do you want me to excuse your client, or do you want to confer with him after you come back? Whatever you want to do.
Judge, if you could please excuse him, that'd be good.
Mr. Estrada, can you raise your hand so I can see you out of all these videos I see? Jose Estrada? Well, so will you just call him and tell him he's excused, Mr. Serna? So
I'll do that, Judge.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You'll be getting that breakout room any second.
Received. Thank you.
Jaime Aldape.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here, and so is my client, Mr. Ian Duke.
Okay.
And my understanding, he's already pled and he's been placed on probation. I think this is what they call them pre-MTRs. Is that correct?
Right.
I did receive the report from probation, and it looks like he's done almost everything. DWI education, victim impact panel, community service. I think the only thing we have remaining is he has to pay the fine, but he's already paid $1,100. I wanted to see if I could just get a reset so he could finish paying that off.
Yeah, if we reset it to March 28, do you think that'll work?
I believe his case is set to expire May 31st, and it's $600. Can we get just a little bit more time, Judge?
Yeah, let me give you, how about April 13?
As long as it's not a Tuesday, that should be good. What day does that fall
I
on?
don't know.
April 13th is a Wednesday.
Okay.
That's perfect, Judge. Thank you. May we both be excused?
Yes, sir. You all have a great day. Thank you, Mr. Aldape.
You too. Take care. Oh.
Jay Norton.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
I'm here on Thomas Chavira. He's listed under, I think, R.A. Chavira. He's with his father, I believe. And we would like to confer, I believe he's on page 2 of your docket.
Great. All right. I'm marking him present, and I'm marking you conferring. You should be getting a breakout room any second, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Rick Ramos.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Ramos?
I'm good, Judge. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Judge, I have Miss Vera House. She is on page 6 of your docket, cause number 673144. I was hoping to get a reset on this. There are 2 felony pendings, which I believe felonies pending that will control what we're going to do in this case, Your Honor. So if we can get a 60-day reset, that'd be great. They're not indicted yet, and I am the attorney of record on those as well, Judge.
All right, we'll ask you to come back April 13.
Perfect. Hopefully by then we'll have an answer what we're doing in those other courts, Judge.
Okay, well, you have a great day, and Ms. House is welcome to log off. And
Thank you, Judge.
take care. Thank you.
You have a good day too. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Sean Farmer?
Hello, good morning, Your Honor.
morning.
I'm
How are
here
you
for, I'm pretty good, thank you. I'm here for Diego Gomez Pedroso. He's on page 5 of the docket, under cause number 671440, I believe. He should be present, and this is the first setting, and I'm hoping to confer with the state.
All right, I'll mark you conferring. You should be getting a breakout room any second. All right, David Woodard.
Good morning, Judge. I believe I have George Gutierrez, and he has about 2 felonies pending out of the 187th District Court.
Okay, is he here?
Judge, I believe he may be in custody.
Okay.
He's waving his hand.
He's in custody, Judge.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gutierrez. I see you. I'm going to mark you present. And what would you like to do? Just reset this, Mr. Woodard?
If we could, Judge, I believe this case will likely be disposed of with the felony case.
Would you like to confer with your client since he's here? And then
I can speak with him.
Yeah, let me go ahead and give you the reset that'll be April 13. And then you and Mr. Gutierrez can be excused from the breakout room.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Carl Alexander.
Morning, Judge. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Mr. Alexander?
I'm well. I have Jaheem Conaway. He's in custody. You'll find him on pages 4 and 6 of your docket. He's got 3 cases total. The cases on your docket are all going to be wrapped up and disposed of by a felony plea that is currently pending. So I'd ask if one, we can just get a regular reset, and I firmly believe they won't actually show back up on your docket on that reset date. And then if I could have a few moments to go over the plea bargain with Mr. Conaway.
Okay, the second thing, I didn't hear everything you said.
I'm sorry, Judge, if I could have a breakout room with Mr. Conaway so I can kind of, it's new developments this morning, so I wanted to kind of brief him on it.
Okay, so I'm going to reset this to April 13, and then you are marked conferring, so you can both go to the breakout room, and then you can just leave from there.
Thank you so much, Judge. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Have a good day. Take care. All right, so Ms. Denuncio, I think you had a chance to confer.
I was able to speak with my client. I'm just asking that she be excused and that I be able to confer with the state at this time.
Okay. All right, so that was Ms. Castañeda or Mr. Castañeda?
Yeah, Ms. Castañeda.
You are excused, ma'am, and you can log off at this time. Just stay in touch with your lawyer, okay? And
Thank
then
you.
we'll put you in another breakout room, Ms. Denuncio, so you'll be in line to confer with the state, okay?
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Aguilera had a chance to confer?
Yes, Judge, I had a real good visit with ADA Jeff King. I would like to visit with my client, but it's hard to do when he's in the courtroom. If I could have a reset to make, he's got to take a class. Taking a program up front will make a difference in the offer.
All right, so then if we reset that for March 28, will that work for you all?
Judge, it'll be a good step. Thank you.
All right, great.
Now,
Okay,
can somebody tell him in the courtroom that we're excused?
Yes, Deputy Butler. Well, we can arrange for him to talk to you there if
Yeah.
you would prefer, but whatever you want to do.
Yeah, if somebody could just excuse him and ask him to call my office.
Yeah. Deputy Butler, will you please excuse Pete? What was his last name, Mr. Aguilera?
Almendeda, Almeida.
Right. Okay, Deputy Butler.
Yes, Judge, he has received the information and he'll call you, Mr. Aguilera.
Thank you, Deputy. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Butler. You'll have a good day, Mr. Aguilera. Anybody else come back? Sean Farmer, you had a chance to confer?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm waiting an affidavit of non-prosecution, so I'm requesting a reset, a short reset.
All right. So if we reset this for March 28th, will that work?
That works.
Okay. All right. And if you have nothing further, then you're excused, and Mr. Pedrosa is also excused and can log off.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
All right. So
Judge,
at this time,
I have an announcement, Your Honor.
Mr. Serna, yes, sir.
Yes, Judge, on Jose Estrada, I had a chance to confer with the ADA. We're going to put together a mitigation package and provide that to the ADA. So if we could have some time on that.
Okay. If I give you a 30-day reset, will that work?
That's
March
sufficient, Judge.
28th? Okay.
That's sufficient.
Okay, March 28 it is then.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a great day. Take care.
You too, Judge.
Okay. Anybody else come back from conferring before I move on? Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I'll be with you 1 second. Let me just talk to Miss Mason, okay? I'll be right back. Miss Mason?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
We've returned from our breakout room, and I believe that we have reached an agreement with Mr. King. So we'd like to see if we could reset the case to give us some time to do the plea papers.
Sure.
And once they're done, I'll contact Aleda.
Sounds perfect. Okay, so March 28, okay?
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day. And Miss Montana is also excused and can log off.
Thank you so much, Judge. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks.
All right, so the next one on my list is Carl Alexander. I already called him. Okay, so Jay Norton, you had a chance to confer, right?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
Okay.
And we are still lacking a toxicology report is the main item and a body worn camera, but Mr. King's going to look into it again today and hopefully let us know if it's available shortly.
So we'll just reset that to March 28. Will that work?
Yes, ma'am. March 28th it is.
Okay, wonderful. So Mr. Chavita can log off. You have a wonderful day, Mr. Norton. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, folks.
Bye-bye. Who else? Manuel Escobar, good morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Now, I think you have something that's going to come back at 1:30. Is that right?
I'm not sure, Judge. It's a motion to withdraw.
Oh, okay. No, I will go ahead and sign that. I'm going to ask the Aleda to find it for me, and so I can just go ahead and sign it today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You were retained on that, right, Mr. Escobar?
I was, Judge. Mr. Figueroa is present, Judge.
Okay. I do not see him. Can you please raise your hand, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right. And so you are aware that your attorney wants to withdraw and you are not objecting, is that right?
Well, yes, ma'am, I need to find a new attorney because I feel like mine just didn't represent me right.
Well,
And
well,
at first we were
so-
on the same boat, and then it came to it just to reset, and I feel like there wasn't really anything done. So I just need to find a new attorney.
Well,
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
not
There was
your
COVID.
Yes, it's not your lawyer's fault. We do have a
Well,
pandemic
yes.
still.
Well, yes,
But
ma'am,
Mr.
I
Figueroa,
understand.
Mr. Figueroa, sir, I'm just going to give you another 30 days. Is that enough time to get another lawyer?
I believe so. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. So I'm going to give you a court date of March 28, and you'll need to be back on that day, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Okay, sir. Well, you have a wonderful day, and you're welcome to log off at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
This is DeMontre Massengale. I ain't hear my name being called. I don't know if we still going down the road of attendance.
Your attorney is?
Derek Clemens.
All right.
Emmons. I apologize.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that Lawyers are very busy these days. We're just trying to catch up with the delay caused by the pandemic.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I know that if your lawyer is not here, it's because he's in another court. But
Yes, ma'am.
I will be glad to excuse you and document the moment that I excuse you so that your attorney will be aware when he comes in.
Yes, ma'am.
And your attorney's name again is Derek?
Derek Emmons.
Okay, Derek Emmons. Okay, got it.
And I was finna say, this was like my last song because I was paying off on my bond. And most likely we was looking at it to get dismissed.
Okay, well, yeah, he will take care of that.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just going to excuse you. We will wait for Mr. Emmons to come in, and we'll get an update on what's going on in your case, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Massengale. You have a great day. You can log
You
off
too.
at this time.
Thank you.
Judge, this is Abelardo Garza. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're here on what case, Mr. Garza?
Judge, it is
$400,139, Judge.
I'm going to come back to you in 2 seconds, Mr. Garza, okay? I'll be right back.
okay.
Ms. Denuncio, you had a chance to confer?
Yes, I had a chance to confer on Adriana Castaneda with Karina Sanchez. She's going to review the case for an offer as well. I'm going to get her information as well on possible restitution. So if we could just be reset for this.
March 28th, will that work for you?
Yes, that will work, Your Honor.
All right, well then you and your client Castaneda can log off. Have a great day. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
You too.
All right.
I'm sorry, Judge. If you're ready for me, it's 400,139 is one of them.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't hear everything you just said. I'm sorry.
400,139, Judge.
Okay. And the name of your client?
It's Rene Albert Menchaca.
Menchaca. And is Mr. Menchaca here?
I just got on, Judge. I don't know. That's what I was going to ask you.
Rene Menchaca, are you here? Will you please say something so I can mark you present? Rene Menchaca? Can you give him a call? Maybe he's having trouble getting into Zoom.
I'll do that, Judge. And also I had another one.
Okay.
And that one is 672695.
Okay.
Sergio Rivera Salazar, Judge.
Salazar, okay. What was the first name?
Sergio
Okay.
Rivera Salazar.
Mr. Salazar here? Sergio Salazar, can you let us know you're here?
I'll call them both, Judge.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
In the meantime, do you want to confer with the state or what do you want to do?
I've got offers, Judge. I just
Okay.
let
All
me
right, so
check
I'm
with
gonna reset both of these to March 28. And once they come in, I can go ahead and mark them present. I would prefer to do that than doing the bond forfeiture.
I'll call them right now, Judge.
Thank you very much, Mr. Garza. You have a great
Thank
day.
you, Judge.
Okay, I just saw someone I had not on Weston Eisman.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for Mr. Miguel Contreras. He actually has two cases in this court. Let me pull them up. It's 675913 and 675911.
Okay. And is Mr. Contreras here, Miguel Contreras?
Actually, I'll wait a minute to see if he showed up by any chance. I'm about to get into that, actually.
Okay. He might be having trouble getting into Zoom, but
Well, so actually, Judge, this is the issue with this client. I've been in contact with his father. That was the number I was able to get from pretrial services. Okay. Mr. Contreras is homeless and has severe mental illness, from what I understand. His father says he comes and goes as he pleases, kind of thing. His father was aware of the court hearing today. I told him, please try to get him on Zoom, but I called him again today. He said he didn't show up. I haven't been able to talk to him, and I really would like to talk to him. before I can talk to the state about his case. I was going to ask for 30 days maybe to give him another chance to reach out. His father's aware. I'm on the phone with him. And he says as soon as Miguel comes by again, he'll have him give me a call.
Okay.
So
right.
this one's kind of a homeless issue. So
yeah. And sometimes I'll issue a bond forfeiture just to get a hold of them, but then they get released before I'm even aware that they're in custody. So then we're back to where we started. So it's sort of pointless to do that. So I'm going to reset it to March 28 and have to rely on you, hopefully, that you can get at least some communication with him.
Yes, Your Honor, I will try. Like I said, and I appreciate not issuing the bond. I don't think it would help the situation. I'm afraid he'll be on a street corner and then they'll see that or something. I don't know. So,
All right.
yeah.
So,
Judge, briefly, could I be placed in a breakout room with Mr. Eisman?
I'm sorry, Ms. Sanchez, I didn't hear you.
May I be placed in a breakout room with Mr. Eisman really quick?
Oh, okay.
That's cool with me, Judge.
Okay, so are you? Yeah, I'll let Aleda take care of that. Okay, so I'm going to reset that to March 28, Mr. Eisman. So
Thank you, Judge. You have a good one.
Breakout room, okay?
Thank you.
All right, who have I missed?
Good morning, Judge. This is Richard Heyman.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Heyman. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Glad to see you're doing well.
Thank you. And so, who is your attorney, sir?
Mr. Valdez.
Okay, Robert Valdez.
Yes, ma'am. Robert Valdez.
All right. So I know we have a motion to suppress today, so I'm going to wait for him. But that motion will be heard at 1:30. So I can excuse you. Let me see. I can excuse you now, so you don't have to sit there and wait for us, and just be back in court at 1:30. Okay?
So 1:30, yes, ma'am. I will.
And so you'll use the same Zoom invite, okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Heyman. See you
Yes,
later.
ma'am. Likewise. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Satchel Calhoun, will you please unmute yourself and turn on your video?
Yes, Judge. I'm here.
Good morning.
Morning.
Who is your attorney, sir?
Mr. Valdez as well.
Robert Valdez? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now I don't know if that's also, let me see what's going on here.
I did do a re-invite on him. He must be busy in another court, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's what I figure, but I just didn't know what we had on the docket on Mr. Calhoun's case.
It's a pretrial matter.
Okay, so it's basically just an appearance today for him?
Your Honor, yes.
Okay, Mr. Calhoun, I'm going to give you an option. You're welcome to wait for your lawyer, or I can excuse you and you can go about your business. And I will document the time that I excuse you and release you. But it's your choice. You're welcome to stay on, or if you need to leave, I'm going to let you go.
If I may be excused, please, Judge.
Absolutely. And it is right now 10:50.
Thank you so much.
Stay in touch with your lawyer so he can keep you updated on what the next court date is, etc. Okay?
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You take care.
Have a good one.
You too.
Judge, this is Abelardo Garza.
Yes, Mr. Garza?
I've tried calling my clients and they don't answer. They don't pick up.
Okay, that's both of them, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to do a bond forfeiture, but the warrant won't go out for 7 days.
Okay. I'll try to get a hold of them, Judge.
Okay.
I'll talk to her later.
I'm sorry, I forgot to turn off my phone. Okay. All right. So thank you, Mr. Garza. I appreciate it. You can log off. Have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Freilich. How are you today?
I apologize for being the judge. The parole hearing ran about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So I just wanted to announce real quick, if I could, on, I believe it's Brian Weiner. have information from the state. I've contacted pretrial. And I have not had any, I sent him a letter and I still haven't had any contact with him that I'm aware of.
Okay. Yeah, so he has not made an appearance at any point, I guess, huh?
He had a prior attorney, so I'm not sure if he attended hearings before then. But like I said, I've contacted pretrial and asked for his contact information. I've contacted his mom/bondsman, sent her a letter, sent him a letter, and haven't heard anything back. So,
Okay. Well, I can do a bond forfeiture and the warrant won't go out for 7 days, or I can just reset it and see if you have it better. You tell me what you want to do.
if I had any indication that he would appear, I would say wait 7 days. But I mean, I've done everything I can do, so I'm.
Okay. Well, we'll just do what the standard is. We're going to go ahead and issue a bond forfeiture on that. Okay. Well, okay. Do you have anything else with us, Mr. Furlick?
Not on today's docket, although Corey Richardson and I have been emailing back and forth. And Corey, I'm looking at you, buddy. I'll talk to you later. All right, that's all, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. You have a great day. Thank you. All right. So, I think I don't have any attorneys waiting to be. Oh, Mr. Emmons is in the waiting room. Okay, let's let him in. Mr. Medellin, who is your attorney, sir? Can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, Judge. My attorney is Luis Martinez.
Okay, yeah. He'll be in shortly, I'm sure. We'll wait for him, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Good morning, Judge. I'm just checking in on a client. I don't know if you've been trying to talk to me or not, but I was in another Zoom meeting. I apologize.
Not a problem. I did excuse Mr. Massengale at 10:42. I told him to stay in touch with you, and I explained that you were in another court and we would wait for you. Is that the only one that you have on our docket today?
Yes, ma'am, it is. And he does have pending felony charges. Well, he has 3 pending felony charges that have not been indicted as of yet.
Okay, and you're the attorney on the felonies, right?
I am. I'm appointed on all the cases, correct?
Okay. So we're going to reset that for April 13.
Is he aware of that date already, Judge, or not yet?
No.
Okay, I'll let him know then.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. I apologize again for being so late. May be excused this morning.
Oh, absolutely, Mr. Emmons. You have a great day. Thank you.
You will, Judge. Take care.
Okay. Mr. Herrera, Rosendo Herrera, can you unmute yourself, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Your attorney is Luis Martinez?
Sí, yes.
Oh, okay. ¿No habla inglés?
A little.
Poquito. Okay. Lo vamos a esperar. Está ocupado en otras cortes en este momento, ¿ok?
Sí, okay.
Okay.
Muchas gracias.
Solamente que usted se necesite retirar para estar en su trabajo o algo así.
No, espero.
Muy bien. Okay, gracias.
Muchas gracias. Sí.
I'm sorry to resort to Spanish because I was just telling Mr. Herrera that we'll wait for his attorney. He's in another courtroom. And I realized when we were speaking that he was not real comfortable with English. So I told him we would be waiting for his attorney to come. Okay, Mr. Garcia, You were Mr. Aleman's client. Can you unmute yourself, sir, please?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're Gilbert Garcia, right?
Yes.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
I understand from Mr. Aleman that all your cases have been disposed of.
Yeah, I signed 2 years TDC Monday.
Right. So we don't need you to stick around.
No.
Okay, so you can tell the deputy that you're released.
All right.
Good luck to you, sir, and take care of yourself, okay?
All right, you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Judge, whenever you have a second, may I approach?
Yes, do you want to confer in the breakout room? Oh, no, you just want to take a break?
No, I just need to approach on it.
Okay.
At the beginning or at the end of last week, we talked about an MTS that was scheduled for this afternoon.
Yes.
And we were under the idea that you were not going to be here today. Luckily, you're feeling much better, but I had spoken with defense counsel and let him know that you were out, and I don't think the visiting judge was going to handle the MTS. She was just doing the pleas.
Right.
So we had agreed to reset that.
Okay.
So I didn't know if that was going to be an issue. I was not able to subpoena witnesses last week. So defense counsel was aware of the reset and they agreed to it.
Okay.
But I don't know what the court would like to do with that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I will respect that. So that was on Mr. Heyman, right?
Yes, Your Honor. And I forwarded the correspondence between defense and myself to Aleda.
Okay. All right, great. All right, so I did excuse Mr. Heyman and I told him to come back at 1:30, but maybe we can send him, we can send Mr. Valdez an email advising him what happened and that the reset is going to be what's going to prevail.
Yes, Your Honor. The defense attorney just emailed me. Mr. Valdez just emailed me. So I was just going to respond to him and let him know.
Okay. Okay, great. So that'll take care of it.
All right,
now,
thank you, Judge.
He does have another client here, Mr. Calhoun, and I did excuse him at 10:50, but I didn't tell him to come back at 1:30, so I think that was just a regular appearance. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. Okay, so then I'm going to make my note here about Mr. Heyman, and yeah, absolutely, we'll go with the latest. I just missed everybody, and I wanted to come back. And
No, we're happy to see you. I'm so happy that you're back. I just don't want to overwhelm you.
So, all right, thank you very much. Okay, so I don't see any attorneys waiting. I'm sure they're all still. Are they still conferring? Let me look in the breakout room, see what's going on. Yeah. Mr. Conaway is still in room 22, but that's the only one I see. And maybe, are there others? Nope, that's it. Looks like we might be done, right? So, Aleda, will you tell Mr. Conaway that he can... Oh, you know what else? We need to call the people who are on the docket that have not appeared yet. Let's see. That would be Deputy Butler on case number 651342, Anthony Hankins. And he did have notice sent.
Hang on, Judge. I broke my glasses. I gotta grab another pair. Okay, what was that one again? I'm sorry.
It was Mr. Hankins on page 651342.
Okay.
And the next one would be Daniel Grant, 672121. And we have an attorney assigned to him on a felony. So if he shows up today, we'll probably just give that attorney this case also. But I don't know if Mr. Grant has showed up. The other one is on page 6, cause number 673057, the state of Texas versus Virginia Martinez. That was filed at large. I don't know if she has been here or not. I don't see her on Zoom, but we need to call her out in the hallway. And the last, I guess that's it. There was one on Mr. Philip Williams, 677072. He's out on a PR bond, but I think Mr. Behrens has been appointed to him, and that matter has been reset to March 7th. So if Mr. Williams is not here, we're going to have to rely on his attorney to advise him when he comes to court.
Alrighty, be right back.
And then we have 2 pleas set for this afternoon, not a motion to suppress after all. Okay. 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 Good morning, Mr. White. How are you today? You're still muted.
Good morning, Judge Saldaña. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. Yes. I'm here for Mr. Malik Jason. I just got the Zoom link and forwarded that to him. I don't see him on the Zoom here, but I've completed my end of the paperwork for what we were supposed to be doing today.
Okay.
So this ball is kind of bouncing in his court. And like I said, I just forward all that information to him, the Zoom link, as well as letting him know to check his email.
Okay.
So
did you tell him to be back in court at 1:30?
at 1:30, no, I did not. Was that a message on? I just saw the Zoom link. I didn't see a message about being back in court at 1:30.
Yeah, I have this listed as a plea, and so just recently we started segregating our pleas to 1:30 so that it goes faster and doesn't, disrupt the docket so much. So.
Well, I will say this, Judge. Technically, I don't think we're doing a plea.
Oh, okay.
This
there was
is
3 MTRs, right?
right. Well, I mean, yeah, if you want to consider some MTR revocations, please, but he's not. I mean.
Yeah, well, basically, he's going to plead through, I'm assuming, right? Y'all have an agreement worked out?
Yes.
Yeah, so that, and then there's 664855 that's going to be taken into consideration as part of this plea, right?
Right, the disposition of MTRs, yes.
Yeah, okay. So that's what we had scheduled for 1:30, so.
Well, I tell you, I got two Zooms at 2:00. I mean, hopefully we can get it done at 1:30.
Well, if the paperwork's all done, it should not take very long at all.
Okay, I'll let him know that to join at 1:30, Judge.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you,
Mr. Marshall. Well,
Thank
we'll
you.
see you at 1:30.
That's correct. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
You too.
No answer those hall
No
calls,
answer?
Judge.
Okay, nobody answered?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, obviously, they should have had notice, according to the steps that were taken before today's docket. Yeah. All right, so I'm not sure. So on Daniel Grant, since he already has a felony, we might just appoint Mr. Montgomery to that and see if Mr. Montgomery can remind him that he needs to be in this court also. So let's do that. All right. And as far as the other two, they got notice. Now, Virginia Martinez, I don't know. I may just try one more reset, see somehow, and maybe we need to appoint an attorney. Maybe that'll be helpful. So I'm going to reset that to March 28, and in the meantime, appoint an attorney and see if we can get Miss Martinez here. So, as far as bond forfeitures, I guess it's only going to be one because Mr. Philip Williams, I guess, is homeless, but Mr. Barron's already represents him on another case, so we'll just appoint him on this one and see if he can have Mr. Williams present in court on March the 7th. All right, so the only one we're going to do a bond forfeiture on, bottom line, is Anthony Hankins.
And what about page 2, Brian Weimer with Andrew Frolick?
Oh yeah, that was, I had already told the attorney that would be a bond forfeiture. So it'll be 2 of those. Okay. All right. Mr. Hernandez, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning, Judge. I apologize. I'm still in County Court 8, but I left that courtroom, Judge, without permission.
Oh, okay. We'll do this fast, okay? So, who is your client, Mr. Hernandez?
Just bail me out if I get arrested, Judge. Judge, my client is a Spanish speaker. He should be there in person. His name is Alejandro Salazar.
Alejandro Salazar. Okay. Deputy Butler, do you see him in the courtroom?
No, ma'am. The courtroom is empty.
Okay.
The hallway is empty as well. The hallway is empty as well.
Okay. Alejandro Salazar, are you on Zoom by any chance? If you are, please answer. Okay. So, Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to impose on you. Do you have a good phone number for him?
I do, Your Honor.
Can you call him and ask him to come into Zoom? I just want to be able to mark him present.
I will, Your Honor.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, Tanisha Taylor, good morning.
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize. I had a situation that I had to take care of.
No problem.
I am here for Mr. Ryan Dopp, but my client, I have not heard from him and I cannot get in touch with him. And it looks like he also didn't show up for our last setting either.
Okay, so what is his name again?
Ryan, last name D-U-P.
Just 3 letters, B-U-T? Okay.
D-U-P, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, and so, well, and you haven't had any good contact with him?
No, and I have tried all the numbers that I have, one for a wife as well, and I cannot seem to reach him. I'm not sure if he may be locked up in another county. I've tried to search and I've come up empty so far, but I'm going to keep at it.
Okay. All right, well, this is not your first appearance on him, right?
No, we were previously waiting because there were some cases that were waiting to be filed on him.
Okay, so I'm going to do a bond forfeiture, but there's 7 days before that warrant goes out. So if he contacts you, then let us know, okay? We can reset it.
Yes, ma'am. I will continue to try. I appreciate it.
Thank you. So is that the only thing you have today?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Taylor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Good seeing you. Take care.
As well.
Mr. Hernandez, yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I tried calling him and he does not accept calls and he has not responded to my text. I have no contact with him at this moment.
Okay. Well, I think we don't have any alternative but to issue a bond forfeiture, so.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, we've tried to avoid that, but there's nothing
Yes, we
else we
did.
can do.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez.
Your Honor,
yes.
if I may, which was the Spanish speaker that you spoke with earlier? Because there was one gentleman that was.
Herrera.
Okay, I
Vicente
just make sure.
Yeah, he's actually Mr. Martinez's client.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're still.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Will Brooks, good morning.
Morning, Judge. I'm actually here for Luis Martinez on a Rosendo Herrera.
Yes, and he is here.
And Mr. Martinez is out of county in person, so he's just asking for a reset this morning if he could.
Okay. But he has two cases. Let me see. Where did I see the other one? See if I can read my notes. Yeah, he also has Israel Medellin. So I'm just going to reset those two. March 28.
Perfect, Judge. I will let him know.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Brooks. You have a great day.
You bet, Judge. You too.
Señor Herrera, su abogado está en otro condado, en otra corte, así es que no va a poder hacer su apariencia hoy. Vamos a pedir que regrese el 28 de marzo, va a ser la próxima cita con la corte. Así es que ahorita usted se puede despedir, se puede retirar. Y siga comunicándose con su abogado, ¿ok?
Ok, muchas gracias.
No
Muchas
hay de
gracias.
que pase buenas tardes.
Sí, bueno, sí, sí.
Judge, so I'm getting reset too as well?
Mr. Medellin, yes, sir. I was going to excuse you. I have reset your matter to March 28. And Mr. Martinez is in court in another county, so it's going to be pretty difficult for him to get away and come to this court. So just stay in touch with him, okay? He'll give you an update because I'm sure he's working on your case all the time. So
Yes.
at this time, you're excused, sir, and you have a great afternoon. Take care. You may log
Thank you,
off.
ma'am. You too.
Thank you. Fatahida, I like your, I like your commandments. I think I did. I violated some of them though.
That happens on a court docket call. It doesn't matter, Judge. It's okay. I can try to keep up.
Oh, I know you're very good. I know that you've helped me out before, and I'm always impressed at how well you all do. So, so unfortunately, I just sort of forget myself and just I can go on and on, right? Okay, I think we don't need to be on YouTube anymore. I'm not sure who we're missing as far as attorneys. Have you kept tabs?
I did a re-invite to Jocelyn Andrews.
Okay.
Romualdo Horta.
Oh, Romualdo Horta, okay.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we have